I never got to see my kid.
And he got to see me once in a while. It wasn't very often. The majority of the time living with David, I had actually been moved around from state to state. We really didn't stay in one place for a very long period of time. So my understanding of it was David was my father because he was the one raising me. But Daniel was my biological father. And
so you're in a situation where your uncle could be your father, but your father could be your uncle.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm very pleased when I can give people the answers that they need. I was not a party to your relationship, so I don't know what happened. It sounds like there were some things that happened between the two of you that created some level of doubt in your mind, Mr. Scales. And that's a tough thing to have to talk about with your child. I don't know if you went about it the right way at the right time, but I also honestly couldn't give you an exact date and time when it would have been pleasing. Ultimately, Elisa, I think that you can see as you look at the bits and pieces of your life and your world that this man does truly love you. Even if he had that question in his mind, he still loves you. And from this point forward, you no longer have to deal with that question.
Right. Yes, as soon as we got our first place, that's exactly when we started going downhill.
Why?
Because
there was too much responsibility for him.
There was no. She
said it was too much responsibility for you, Mr. Cawley.
I'm a young man. I have no kids. Helping her take care of her 2 kids.
Oh, so when you moved in together, Ms. Winters had 2 other children.
2 other children.
Prior to this relationship.
But I had them when I met him, too, so, right.
And so when you moved in with her, you took on the responsibility of these 2 children.
I sacrificed a lot.
Well, I mean, look.
He really didn't sacrifice anything. He just grew up. Because when I met him, he was young, still living with his, mother at home. And since he got with me,
like she said,
he's had his first place, you know what I mean? Like, he's grown up a lot, and he's just not used to it.
Like she said, I was young, but everything seemed like it was unfolding.
But if you're really going to be there for her regardless of whether or not you're the biological father or not, then why aren't you fully committed and with her now? Don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me the truth.
I just can't throw away a child's life. I can't be one of those guys that does not care for somebody just because they're not theirs.
I get that, but caring for her and taking care of her are 2 different things. And what it sounds like is you're not stepping up right now to really be a true presence in her life because you have the doubts. And if I tell you in a few moments you are not her biological father, I don't believe that you're going to be an ever-present father and protector to this child. Because if you were going to be that, you'd already be that. Just my 2 cents, I'm just the judge. Jerome, the envelope. Hold on. Mr. Daniel is validating Mr. Ball's testimony.
I looked in her phone the other day, her email. It said basically what he just said. It's back and forth. If she's not writing him, he's writing her.
So have you ever caught them together in person?
Yes.
Or this is a texting thing?
Matter of fact.
Oh, yes, you said. Did you find evidence that they were together?
I came home and I see his car outside. So I walk around to the window. I look in there and all of a sudden I'm looking around to see what's going on. I see her hand. He's laying down. Her hands is in his boxers.
What?
When I was around about 22, 21, somewhere around there, one of my sisters told him that I liked the women. I was a lesbian. That's when the disrespect started. He didn't like that. He's supposed to claim to live his life as a pastor, all that stuff like that. He didn't like it. He talked bad to me. He was ugly on the phone. When he found that out, he was very disrespectful. And ever since that day, it's like we have a connection, but every time he get mad or something I tell him, he'll call me. He's a negative person. He expect me to call him and blow his phone up. I'm not going to do that because every time I talk to him, it's always drama. He gets into it with my other siblings or whatever, and he goes back, tell me, he gets into it with me, goes back, he's mad at me, so he goes back and talk about me. He has the problem. It's him. And I'm not going to sit here, and I told him the last time we had an argument, I'm not going to sit here and be disrespected. I am 30 years old, and you are not going to disrespect me.